Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Anna and today we're talking about how dark energy beings manipulate the electricity in our homes, electronic devices, and why they do it. So let's get into it. Dark energy beings and electricity. Now, dark energy beings can be quite manipulative, as we all know. If you've watched my channel for quite a while, you'll know some of their tricks and tactics and things they get up to and why they are here. So they like to cause a little bit of mischief in the home. And they know that by manipulating the physical environment around us, they're going to get a reaction out of it. So electricity is an important part of our lives. We use it every single day, especially our devices. I mean, who hasn't got their phone on them right now? I mean, I'm talking through an iPad. So seriously, we use electricity all the time through our devices, in our homes, cook our food, heat our water. So these beings can manipulate the physical environment, and they do. Sometimes dark or demonic beings will be in homes and they'll manipulate the environment because they want the owners to know that they are there. That beings may feel disgruntled or upset, or you've made changes in a certain room that they were inhabiting, or you plan on putting on an extension or pulling down a room, they can get their knickers in a twist, literally. So, not literally, but you know what I mean. They get upset, and one of the things that they can do to let us know that they are upset is to manipulate the environment through electricity. So they can turn on devices. I had a friend once who had her microwave turned on by a paranormal being. This wasn't a dark or demonic being. This was a spirit who was a friend. I won't say any more, but this person used to love the kitchen and they were always cooking and creating beautiful food. So when this person passed away, they came back to let their friend know that they were okay by messing with the microwave. She messaged me and she went, my microwave just turned on and the thing on the inside is spinning around all by itself, you know, and it's just like, I didn't put anything in there. And I'm like, it's okay. I'll tune in. I'll see who's there. We worked out who it was and it was lovely. That was a lovely experience. But most of the time it's not, because these beings will cause light bulbs to flicker. They will cause light bulbs to explode sometimes. If they can pump enough of a surge through the wires to get that electrical reaction happening. I'm just going to digress slightly here. I see this universe as all different dimensions, all overlapping, all happening, all at the same time. So where these dark or demonic beings are in their reality may overlap with a particular house. Say this house that I'm in and the lights are flickering or fuses are blowing and the electrician can't find the problem, is simply because these universal dimensions are overlapping and these beings are like, hello, we're using this space too. So I just have a conversation with them and I go, look, it's okay. I know we've got to share this space. How about we just get on together and just keep everything nice? So apart from flickering the lights, they can drain batteries. I've seen this when I worked as a paranormal tour guide. We would put in brand new 9-volt batteries into the REM pod, and within 3 hours, the battery's totally flat. And that was because the spirits were playing with it at this particular location. But I've had batteries go flat in my home that I know were brand new, or my phone goes flat within a couple of hours. It's been sitting in a particular spot in my house, and I'm like, I might check that spot out and just see if there's anything loitering there. Now, before I go any further, I meant to mention this at the beginning. Dark and demonic level beings, from my experience, can muster up enough individual energy for about 2 to 3 seconds. That's why they'll flicker a light, or they'll flicker a torch, or they'll turn something on, because they're in another reality. They don't have these physical bodies, so they can't function as we do, you know, lifting, carrying things, moving things around. They can only focus their intention and their energy for a very short burst of time. So they'll do things like turning the television on, or you might find that your television screen will flicker and waver and it's not an environmental cause. is that might be a paranormal being moving through your home. Quite often spirits will move through homes. Dark and demonic beings don't always inhabit homes. They're just moving around the environment. That's what I say to people. Don't be frightened of them. They're just part of our energetic environment. So let's look at 4 reasons why they do it. We've already talked about number 1 is that they're asking for attention, or they're just drawing your attention to their presence. So sometimes to get your attention, now I'm laughing because I've had this happen quite a lot, they will affect our devices, and I'll give my computer screen as an example. I transition energy beings every morning, whether it be spirits, dark, demonic level beings. I assist them to go into the afterlife. If I get distracted, they will run a thick black bar across the middle of my screen. So I can't do anything. The mouse won't work. I'm like, I'm just going to have to do what they want right now. Now, they've let me know in what I call a nice way. They can be harsher, pinching, poking, prodding, giving us electric shocks. I've had that experience. But this is just Anna, we just want to let you know, stop doing what you're doing. You promised us that you would do the clearing this morning. So I stop what I'm doing. I get my folder out, go through the clearing process. Away they go. My computer screen goes back to normal. I've had this happen quite a lot. So they're not always out to get us like we're told through society's conditioning is that dark and demonic beings, they're going to hurt you, they're going to do this to you. We're just sharing this reality together, and they will manipulate our reality to let us know that they are here. So one interesting experience some friends of mine had, they bought a house with solar panels. The battery kept draining, and they're like, we don't know how long that battery's been, you know how long it's been there, we'll just get it replaced. At a cost of $3,000. They get it all installed, up and running, battery's still draining. And they're like, I was there one day, just having lunch, having a conversation. And we were talking about the solar panels. And I'm like, I wonder. Send me a floor plan of your house. I'll check it out. Include whatever the little shed is called where you look after your solar panels. So they sent me the floor plan of the house. I checked it all out. Within the solar panel shed, where all the equipment was kept, was a collection of dark and a couple of demonic level beings who were feeding off some energetic imprints in that area. So just by their presence being focused in that little shed is that they were draining the battery on the solar panels. Now, most of you won't believe this. You'll just go, she's just making it up. This is 100% true. I cleared their connection to the property, moved the beings on, and within 2 days, the people messaged me and went, don't know what you've done, but our solar panels are charging fully and holding the charge. So this shows you the power of doing some detective work. And these beings weren't intentionally draining these solar panels. It was because they were feeding on imprints near where that little room with all the equipment was located. Number 2, they can be in the home because of previous owners' behaviours and interactions in the home, which have created a pool of negative emotional imprints or trauma imprints sometimes. So this is when you need an energy clearer to come in and actually clear those imprints and move the beings out of the home. They're not harmed, they literally just move away from your property. So number 3, if you're on a paranormal investigation and all of a sudden you feel unwell, or your torch starts flickering, or you're getting rude words coming through your spirit box, that is a warning to stay out of that room. So please heed that warning. So number 4, believe it or not, dark and demonic level beings have a sense of humour. Sometimes they will manipulate things just to get a reaction out of us. Not to feed off our emotions, not to frighten us, but simply so they can stand in the background and have a chuckle. It is as simple as that. I've experienced this. I've got a friend who's experienced it as well, and we're like, they're just like children sometimes. And I say that in a very respectful way, just in case you're listening. gosh, this is such a fun job that I have. It is tiring and it is exhausting, but I really, really enjoy it. And I get a lot of learning and a lot of fun out of it. And I hope you've enjoyed this today. I tell you, I'm going to be sharing so much more on my channel in 2023. Just all talk about paranormal beings through different methods, different techniques. And every time I learn something, I'm just going to share it with you just so you can understand this energetic world that we live in. So thank you for joining me today. It's been a pleasure as always. So stay safe and look after each other.